Question 1. What is India's rank in the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option C, 127th. Explanation. According to the Global Peace Index 2026, India is ranked 127th out of 163 countries. In the previous year, 2025, India's rank was 125th. This index is released by the Institute for Economics and Peace, IEP, and evaluates nations based on their levels of peacefulness. Question 2. Which organization is responsible for releasing the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option B, Institute for Economics and Peace. Explanation. The Global Peace Index, GPI, is an annual report released by the Institute for Economics and Peace, IEP. It evaluates nations based on their levels of peacefulness, considering factors like societal safety and security, ongoing domestic and international conflict, and the degree of militarization. Question 3. Which country secured the first rank as the most peaceful nation in the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option C, Iceland. Explanation. Iceland has topped the Global Peace Index 2026, maintaining its status as the world's most peaceful country. It is followed by New Zealand in second place and Switzerland in third. This consistent performance highlights Iceland's strong societal safety and low militarization. Question 4. With reference to the Global Peace Index, GPI, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The GPI is calculated based on three specific factors: societal safety and security, ongoing domestic and international conflict, and the degree of militarization. Statement 2. Economic GDP growth rate is a primary factor considered in the calculation of the GPI. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, one only. Explanation. The Global Peace Index, GPI, released by the Institute for Economics and Peace, IEP, is calculated based on three specific factors: societal safety and security, ongoing domestic and international conflict, and the degree of militarization. Economic GDP growth rate is not listed as a primary factor in this index. Therefore, Statement 1 is correct and Statement 2 is incorrect. Question 5. What is the rank of Pakistan in the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option C, 152nd. Explanation. In the Global Peace Index 2026 report, Pakistan is ranked 152nd globally. Among India's other neighbors, Bhutan holds the best rank at 16th, while Nepal is ranked 111th and Sri Lanka is 67th. India itself is ranked 127th. Question 6. Which country was ranked at the very bottom, 163rd, of the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option C, Russia. Explanation. Russia is ranked 163rd, placing it at the bottom of the Global Peace Index 2026 rankings. This indicates a very high level of ongoing domestic and international conflict and a high degree of militarization, reflecting the current geopolitical situation. Question 7. How many countries' territories were evaluated in the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option B, 163. Explanation. The 2026 Global Peace Index evaluated 163 independent states and territories. This extensive coverage accounts for approximately 99.7% of the global population, making it a comprehensive assessment of worldwide peacefulness. Question 8. What was India's rank in the QS World Future Skill Index 2027? The correct answer is option C, 13th. Explanation. India secured the 13th position globally in the QS World Future Skill Index 2027. The index was topped by the United States, followed by Australia and the United Kingdom. India's performance reflects its growing capabilities in future-oriented skills. Question 9. Which country topped the QS World Future Skill Index 2027? The correct answer is option C, USA. Explanation. The USA was ranked first in the QS World Future Skill Index 2027, demonstrating its leadership in developing future-ready skills. It was followed by Australia in second place and the United Kingdom in third. India secured the 13th position. Question 10. What is India's overall score in the QS World Future Skill Index 2027? The correct answer is option B, 89.4. Explanation. India achieved an overall score of 89.4 in the QS World Future Skill Index 2027, which contributed to its 13th rank worldwide. This score reflects a strong performance across various categories of future skills. Question 11. In which specific category of the QS World Future Skill Index 2027 did India rank first globally? The correct answer is option C, economic capacity. Explanation. India achieved a perfect score of 100 and ranked first globally in the economic capacity category of the QS World Future Skill Index 2027. This highlights India's strong economic foundation and potential to support future skill development. Question 12. What was India's rank in the Future of Work category of the QS World Future Skill Index 2027? The correct answer is option B, 5th. Explanation. While India was 13th overall in the QS World Future Skill Index 2027, it performed exceptionally well in the Future of Work category, securing the 5th rank globally. This indicates India's preparedness for evolving employment landscapes and skill demands. Question 13. Which Indian institution topped the QS World University Ranking 2027 within India? The correct answer is option B, IIT Delhi. Explanation. IIT Delhi is the highest-ranked Indian institution in the QS World University Ranking 2027, securing a global position of 118th. This recognition highlights its academic excellence and research contributions on a global scale. Question 14. What is the global rank of IIT Bombay in the QS World University Ranking 2027? The correct answer is option B, 134th. Explanation. IIT Bombay is the second best ranked institution in India, holding a global rank of 134th in the QS World University Ranking 2027. This demonstrates its strong reputation and academic standards, following IIT Delhi. Question 15. Which university secured the first rank globally in the QS World University Ranking 2027? The correct answer is option C, MIT, USA. Explanation. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in the USA topped the global rankings in the QS World University Ranking 2027, followed by Imperial College London and Stanford University. MIT's consistent leadership underscores its excellence in science, engineering, and technology. Question 16. How many Indian universities featured in the QS World University Ranking 2027? The correct answer is option C, 52. Explanation. A total of 52 Indian universities were included in the QS World University Ranking 2027, making India the 5th most represented country globally. This significant presence highlights the growing quality and international recognition of Indian higher education institutions. Question 17. According to the QS World University Ranking 2027, India is the most represented country globally. The correct answer is option C, 5th. Explanation. With 52 institutions in the list, India ranks as the 5th most represented nation in the QS World University Ranking 2027. This indicates a robust and expanding higher education sector in India, contributing significantly to global academia. Question 18. Which port emerged as India's top container port in the Container Port Performance Index, CPPI, 2025? The correct answer is option B, Jawaharlal Nehru Port, JNPT. Explanation. Jawaharlal Nehru Port, JNPT, located in Mumbai, is India's top-performing container port, achieving a global rank of second in the Container Port Performance Index, CPPI, 2025. This index is a collaborative report by the World Bank and S&P Global Market Intelligence, assessing port efficiency. Question 19. Which organization jointly released the Container Port Performance Index 2025? The correct answer is option B, World Bank and S&P Global Market Intelligence. Explanation: the Container Port Performance Index, CPPI, is a collaborative report by the World Bank and S&P Global Market Intelligence. This index provides a benchmark for container port efficiency globally, helping to identify areas for improvement in maritime trade logistics. Question 20. Which port topped the Global Container Port Performance Index 2025? The correct answer is option A, Port of Fuzhou, China. Explanation: the Port of Fuzhou in China is ranked first globally in the Container Port Performance Index 2025. India's Jawaharlal Nehru Port, JNPT, secured an impressive second position, highlighting its operational efficiency and strategic importance in global trade. Question 21. What is the global rank of Pipavav Port in the CPPI 2025? The correct answer is option B, 28th. Explanation: Pipavav Port in Gujarat is India's second highest ranked port in the Container Port Performance Index, CPPI, 2025, achieving a global rank of 28th. This demonstrates its significant contribution to India's maritime trade and logistics efficiency. Question 22. What is the global rank of Mundra Port in the CPPI 2025? The correct answer is option C, 30th. Explanation: Mundra Port in Gujarat is ranked 3rd in India and 30th globally in the Container Port Performance Index 2025. Its high ranking underscores its operational capacity and role as a major hub for international container traffic in India. Question 23. What is the global rank of Vishakhapatnam Port in the CPPI 2025? The correct answer is option C, 104th. Explanation: Vishakhapatnam Port achieved a global ranking of 104th in the Container Port Performance Index 2025. While not as high as JNPT, Pipavav, or Mundra, this ranking still signifies its importance as a key port on India's eastern coast. Question 24. Which Indian bank topped the Asia-Pacific region for its leverage ratio according to S&P Global Market Intelligence? The correct answer is option C, Kotak Mahindra Bank. Explanation: Kotak Mahindra Bank emerged as the strongest capitalized bank in the Asia-Pacific region with a leverage ratio of 16.56%. This high leverage ratio indicates that a significant portion of the bank's business is supported by its own capital, making it more resilient to financial shocks. Question 25. What is the leverage ratio of Kotak Mahindra Bank as per the S&P Global report? The correct answer is option B, 16.56%. Explanation: Kotak Mahindra Bank secured the top spot in the Asia-Pacific region due to its high leverage ratio of 16.56%. This ratio is a crucial indicator of a bank's financial strength, showing how much of its assets are funded by its own equity rather than debt. Question 26. Which bank ranked second in the Asia-Pacific region in the leverage ratio rankings? The correct answer is option B, HDFC Bank. Explanation: HDFC Bank followed Kotak Mahindra Bank to secure the second rank in the Asia-Pacific region for its leverage ratio. ICICI Bank was ranked third. These rankings highlight the strong capital positions of leading Indian banks. Question 27. What does the leverage ratio in banking indicate? The correct answer is option B, how much of a bank's business is supported by its own capital versus borrowed money. Explanation: the leverage ratio shows the extent to which a bank uses its own equity capital to support its assets rather than relying on borrowed funds. A higher leverage ratio generally indicates greater financial stability and resilience, as the bank is less dependent on external financing. Question 28. According to NFHS 6, 2023-24, what is India's current total fertility rate, TFR? The correct answer is option B, 2.0. Explanation: the National Family Health Survey 6, NFHS 6, reported India's total fertility rate, TFR, as 2.0, which is slightly below the replacement level of 2.1. This indicates a significant demographic shift towards population stabilization in India. Question 29. What is the replacement level of fertility required to keep a population balanced? The correct answer is option C, 2.1. Explanation: a total fertility rate, TFR, of 2.1 is considered the replacement level of fertility. If women give birth to an average of 2.1 children, the population remains stable, accounting for mortality rates. India's current TFR of 2.0 is slightly below this level. Question 30. Which state UT recorded India's lowest fertility rate as per NFHS 6? The correct answer is option C, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Explanation: the Andaman and Nicobar Islands recorded the lowest fertility rate in the country at 0.9 as per NFHS 6. This extremely low rate indicates a significant demographic transition in the Union Territory, far below the national average of 2.0. Question 31. Which state recorded the highest fertility rate in India according to NFHS 6? The correct answer is option B, Bihar. Explanation: Bihar has the highest fertility rate in India at 2.7, according to NFHS 6. This rate is significantly above the national average of 2.0 and the replacement level of 2.1, indicating continued population growth in the state. Question 32. In the Global Peace Index 2026, what is the rank of Nepal? The correct answer is option C, 111th. Explanation: Nepal is ranked 111th in the 2026 Global Peace Index. This places it in a relatively moderate position among global nations, reflecting its internal and external peace parameters as assessed by the Institute for Economics and Peace, IEP. Question 33. What rank did Sri Lanka achieve in the Global Peace Index 2026? The correct answer is option B, 67th. Explanation: Sri Lanka is ranked 67th globally in the 2026 Global Peace Index. This is a relatively good ranking compared to some of its South Asian neighbors, indicating a higher level of peacefulness based on the index's criteria. Question 34. Which country was the second most peaceful nation in the GPI 2026? The correct answer is option C, New Zealand. Explanation: New Zealand secured the second position in the 2026 Global Peace Index rankings, following Iceland, which was first. Switzerland was third. New Zealand's consistent high ranking is attributed to its stable political environment, low crime rates, and minimal involvement in international conflicts. Question 35. Which organization released the NFHS 6 report? The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Explanation: the National Family Health Survey, NFHS 6, for 2023-24 was released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This survey provides crucial data on health, family welfare, and other socio-demographic indicators across India, informing policy decisions. Question 36. Who won the men's singles title at the 2026 French Open? The correct answer is option B, Alexander Zverev. Explanation: Alexander Zverev of Germany won his first Grand Slam title by winning the 2026 French Open men's singles. He defeated Flavio Cobolli in the final. The French Open, also known as Roland Garros, is one of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments and is played on clay courts. Question 37. Which country does Alexander Zverev, the 2026 French Open winner, represent? The correct answer is option C, Germany. Explanation: Alexander Zverev is a German professional tennis player. His victory at the 2026 French Open marked a significant milestone in his career, making him a Grand Slam champion. He defeated Flavio Cobolli in the final match. Question 38. Who was the runner-up in the men's singles at the 2026 French Open? The correct answer is option B, Flavio Cobolli. Explanation: Flavio Cobolli from Italy reached the final of the 2026 French Open men's singles but was defeated by Alexander Zverev of Germany. Reaching a Grand Slam final is a significant achievement for any tennis player. Question 39. Who won the women's singles title at the 2026 French Open? The correct answer is option C, Mira Andreeva. Explanation: Mira Andreeva of Russia won her first Grand Slam title at the 2026 French Open women's singles. She defeated Meja Cholinska in the final. This victory marks her emergence as a top player in women's tennis. Question 40. Which country does Mira Andreeva, the 2026 French Open women's winner, represent? The correct answer is option C, Russia. Explanation: Mira Andreeva is a Russian tennis player. Her triumph at the 2026 French Open was a significant moment in her career, securing her first Grand Slam title. She defeated Meja Cholinska in the final match. Question 41. Who was the runner-up in the women's singles at the 2026 French Open? The correct answer is option B, Meja Cholinska. Explanation: Meja Cholinska from Poland was the runner-up in the 2026 French Open women's singles, losing to Mira Andreeva in the final. Her performance showcased her talent and potential in Grand Slam tournaments. Question 42. On which type of court is the French Open, Roland Garros, played? The correct answer is option C, clay court. Explanation: The French Open, also known as Roland Garros, is traditionally played on clay courts between May and June. This surface is unique among the 4 Grand Slams, known for slowing down the ball and producing high bounces, favoring baseline players. Question 43. Which is the oldest Grand Slam tournament in tennis history? The correct answer is option C, Wimbledon. Explanation: Wimbledon is the oldest Grand Slam, established in 1877. It is famously played on grass courts in London, United Kingdom. The other Grand Slams are the US Open, 1881, French Open, 1891, and Australian Open, 1905. Question 44. In which month is the Australian Open typically held? The correct answer is option B, mid-January. Explanation: The Australian Open is the first Grand Slam of the year, typically held in mid-January on hard courts in Melbourne. It marks the beginning of the professional tennis season and is known for its intense heat conditions. Question 45. Who won the Open section of the Norway Chess 2026 tournament? The correct answer is option B, R. Pragnanandha. Explanation: India's R. Pragnanandha became the first Indian to win the Norway Chess title, Open section, in Oslo. This is a significant achievement for the young Indian Grandmaster, showcasing his rising prominence in the global chess arena. Question 46. Who won the women's section of the Norway Chess 2026? The correct answer is option B, Bibisra Asaubayeva. Explanation: Bibisra Asaubayeva of Kazakhstan won the women's section of the 2026 Norway Chess tournament. Her victory highlights the growing talent in women's chess from Central Asian nations. Question 47. Who has become India's 96th chess grandmaster? The correct answer is option B, Ethan Vaz. Explanation: Ethan Vaz from Goa has been recognized as India's 96th chess grandmaster. This achievement signifies his dedication and skill in chess, adding to India's growing list of grandmasters and strengthening its position in the global chess community. Question 48. Which Indian and artist won the Russian Grand Slam Master Cup 2026? The correct answer is option A, Sudarshan Patnaik. Explanation: Sudarshan Patnaik won the gold medal at the Russian Grand Slam Master Cup. He is a renowned San artist from Odisha and was awarded the Padma Shri in 2014 for his contributions to art. His winning sculpture was themed on climate change and global warming. Question 49. What was the theme of Sudarshan Patnaik's winning sculpture in Russia? The correct answer is option B, climate change and global warming. Explanation: Sudarshan Patnaik's winning sand sculpture at the Russian Grand Slam Master Cup was themed on climate change and global warming. His art often focuses on social and environmental issues, using the medium of sand to raise awareness globally? Question 50. Which team won the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey title? The correct answer is option C, India. Explanation: India won the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 by defeating the host country, Japan, in the final. This victory highlights India's dominance in junior-level hockey in Asia and its strong talent pipeline. Question 51. Which country hosted the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey? The correct answer is option C, Japan. Explanation: Japan was the host nation for the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026. Despite being the host, Japan finished as the runner-up after losing to India in the final match. Question 52. Who was the top scorer for India in the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey? The correct answer is option A, Ashish Tanipati. Explanation: Ashish Tanipati was the top scorer of the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey tournament, scoring 13 goals for India. His exceptional performance was crucial in India's title victory. Question 53. Which team won the FIH Hockey Women's Nations Cup 2026? The correct answer is option C, India. Explanation: India won the FIH Hockey Women's Nations Cup 2026, marking their second title in this competition. They defeated New Zealand in the final, showcasing their growing strength in international women's hockey. Question 54. Who was the top scorer in the FIH Hockey Women's Nations Cup 2026? The correct answer is option B, Deepika Sehrawat. Explanation: Deepika Sehrawat from India was the top scorer of the FIH Hockey Women's Nations Cup 2026. Her goal-scoring prowess was instrumental in India's successful campaign and eventual victory in the tournament. Question 55. Which country won the 2026 Men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup? The correct answer is option C, France. Explanation: France emerged as the champion of the Men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026, defeating New Zealand in the final. The tournament was hosted by South Africa. This victory signifies France's rising profile in international men's hockey. Question 56. How many countries are jointly hosting the FIFA World Cup 2026? The correct answer is option B, 3. Explanation: The FIFA World Cup 2026 is being jointly hosted by 3 countries, the USA, Mexico, and Canada. This marks the first time the tournament will be hosted by 3 nations, expanding its global reach and impact. Question 57. Which mascot represents Canada for the FIFA World Cup 2026? The correct answer is option C, Maple the Moose. Explanation: Canada is represented by Maple the Moose for the FIFA World Cup 2026. Mexico is represented by Zayu the Jaguar, and the USA by Clutch the Bald Eagle. These mascots symbolize the culture and wildlife of the respective host nations. Question 58. Who is India's first female FIFA photojournalist covering the 2026 World Cup? The correct answer is option A, Geetika Talukdar. Explanation: Geetika Talukdar from Assam has become India's first female FIFA photojournalist, covering the 2026 World Cup. This is a significant achievement, breaking barriers in sports journalism and providing a unique perspective from India. Question 59. Which team won the SAFF Women's Championship 2026? The correct answer is option C, India. Explanation: India won its 6th SAFF Women's Championship title by defeating Bangladesh in the final held in Goa. This consistent performance underscores India's dominance in women's football in the South Asian region. Question 60. Who was named the best player at the SAFF Women's Championship 2026? The correct answer is option B, Sandfida Nongarum. Explanation: Sandfida Nongarum from India was awarded the Best Player title at the SAFF Women's Championship 2026. Her exceptional skills and contribution were vital to India's victory in the tournament. Question 61. Who scored the fastest 50 in List A cricket history in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Explanation: Vaibhav Suryavanshi scored the fastest 50 in List A cricket, reaching the milestone in just 11 balls against the Sri Lanka A team. This remarkable feat showcases his explosive batting prowess and sets a new benchmark in limited overs cricket. Question 62. Who is the first cricketer to play 200 T20 international matches? The correct answer is option C, Harmanpreet Kaur. Explanation: Indian women's captain Harmanpreet Kaur became the first player, male or female, to reach the milestone of 200 T20I matches. This achievement highlights her longevity, consistency, and significant contribution to international cricket. Question 63. Who won the Best Male Athlete of the Year at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025? The correct answer is option B, Neeraj Chopra. Explanation: Javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra was named the Best Male Athlete of the Year at the first edition of the Indian Athletics Awards 2025. His consistent medal-winning performances on the global stage have made him a national icon in athletics. Question 64. Who was honored as the Best Female Athlete of the Year at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025? The correct answer is option B, Parul Chaudhary. Explanation: Rana Parul Chaudhary won the Best Female Athlete of the Year award at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025. Her achievements in various running events have brought her significant recognition in the Indian athletics community. Question 65. Which of the following athletes received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025? The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation: Lifetime Achievement Awards were given to several distinguished athletes at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025, including P.T. Usha, Gurbachan Singh Randhawa, Bahadur Singh Chauhan, and Anju Bobby George. These awards recognize their immense contributions to Indian athletics over decades. Question 66. Who won the gold medal in men's singles at the 2026 US Open Badminton? The correct answer is option B, Su Li Yang. Explanation: Su Li Yang of Chinese Taipei won the gold medal in men's singles at the 2026 US Open Badminton, while India's Shrikant Kidambi won the silver medal. This performance highlights the competitive nature of international badminton. Question 67. In which city was the first World Yogasan Championship 2026 held? The correct answer is option B, Ahmedabad. Explanation: The inaugural World Yogasan Championship 2026 was held in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and was inaugurated by PM Modi. This event promotes Yogasan as a competitive sport and highlights India's cultural heritage globally. Question 68. Which country topped the medal table at the World Yogasan Championship 2026? The correct answer is option C, India. Explanation: India topped the medal table at the World Yogasan Championship 2026 with 104 medals, showcasing its expertise and deep-rooted tradition in yoga. Japan secured the second place, indicating growing international interest in Yogasan. Question 69. Who is the only Indian in the Time 100 Most Influential People in Sports 2026 list? The correct answer is option C, Smriti Mandhana. Explanation: Smriti Mandhana, the prominent Indian cricketer, was the sole Indian athlete featured in Time magazine's 2026 Sports Influence list. This recognition highlights her impact and popularity in global sports, particularly in women's cricket. Question 70. Who won the Monaco Grand Prix 2026? The correct answer is option C, Kimi Antonelli. Explanation: Kimi Antonelli emerged as the winner of the Monaco Grand Prix 2026. The Monaco Grand Prix is one of the most prestigious and challenging races in the Formula One calendar, known for its narrow streets and tight corners. Question 71. Cristiano Ronaldo became the first player to score in how many FIFA World Cup editions? The correct answer is option C, 6. Explanation: Cristiano Ronaldo set a new record by scoring in 6 different FIFA World Cup tournaments. This extraordinary achievement underscores his longevity, consistent performance, and status as one of football's greatest goal scorers on the biggest stage. Question 72. Which team was the runner-up in the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey? The correct answer is option B, Japan. Explanation: Japan finished as the runner-up in the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey after losing the final to India. Despite being the host nation, they couldn't secure the gold medal but showcased strong performance throughout the tournament. Question 73. Who was named the best player at the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey? The correct answer is option B, Yoga Inuke. Explanation: Yoga Inuke from Japan was named the best player of the men's Under-18 Asia Cup 2026 hockey tournament. His outstanding individual performance was recognized despite his team finishing as runner-up. Question 74. Which country hosted the men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026? The correct answer is option C, South Africa. Explanation: The men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026 was hosted by South Africa. This event provided a platform for various national teams to compete and qualify for higher-tier tournaments, showcasing South Africa's capability to host international sporting events. Question 75. Who was the runner-up in the men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026? The correct answer is option B, New Zealand. Explanation: New Zealand was the runner-up in the men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026, losing the final to France. Despite a strong performance, they couldn't clinch the title in the tournament hosted by South Africa. Question 76. Who won the Best Player award at the men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026? The correct answer is option B, Corentin Cellier. Explanation: Corentin Cellier from France was named the best player of the men's FIH Hockey Nations Cup 2026. His exceptional skills and contributions were instrumental in France's victory in the tournament. Question 77. Which team won the women's gold medal at the 2026 US Open Badminton? The correct answer is option B, Line Kristoffersen. Explanation: Line Kristoffersen of Denmark won the gold medal in the women's singles category at the 2026 US Open Badminton. This victory marks a significant achievement in her career, showcasing her talent on the international stage. Question 78. Where was the main event of International Yoga Day 2026 held in India? The correct answer is option B, Kolkata. Explanation: The main event for the 2026 International Yoga Day was held in Kolkata, with the theme Yoga for Healthy Aging. International Yoga Day is celebrated annually on 21st June, promoting the physical and mental benefits of yoga worldwide. Question 79. Which Grand Slam is played on grass courts? The correct answer is option C, Wimbledon. Explanation: Wimbledon is the only Grand Slam played on natural grass courts. This traditional surface distinguishes it from the other 3 Grand Slams, which are played on hard courts, Australian Open, US Open, and clay courts, French Open. Question 80. Who won the Best Emerging Male Athlete award at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025? The correct answer is option B, Shahnawaz Khan. Explanation: Shahnawaz Khan was recognized as the Best Emerging Male Athlete at the Indian Athletics Awards 2025. This award acknowledges promising young talent in Indian athletics who are expected to make significant contributions in the future. Question 81. Where is the world's first nuclear process heat-based hydrogen production facility located? The correct answer is option B, Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu. Explanation: The world's first nuclear process heat-based hydrogen production facility is located at the Indira Gandhi Centre for Atomic Research, IGCAR, in Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu. This facility uses heat from a nuclear reactor to produce hydrogen, specifically utilizing the copper-chlorine (CuCl) thermochemical cycle. Question 82. Hydrogen produced using nuclear energy is known by which color? The correct answer is option B, pink hydrogen. Explanation: hydrogen generated via nuclear energy, using heat or electricity from a reactor, is termed pink hydrogen. This classification helps differentiate hydrogen production methods based on their energy source and carbon footprint. Green hydrogen is produced using renewable energy, while blue hydrogen uses fossil fuels with carbon capture. Question 83. Which cycle technology is employed in the Kalpakkam nuclear hydrogen facility? The correct answer is option B, copper chlorine, CuCl, thermochemical cycle. Explanation: the Kalpakkam nuclear hydrogen facility uses the copper chlorine, CuCl, thermochemical cycle to split water molecules using nuclear heat. This advanced technology is crucial for efficient and clean hydrogen production from nuclear energy, contributing to India's energy security goals. Question 84. Which Indian organization developed the technology for the world's first nuclear heat-based hydrogen facility? The correct answer is option C, BARC. Explanation: the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, BARC, Mumbai, developed this indigenous technology for the world's first nuclear process heat-based hydrogen production facility at Kalpakkam. This highlights India's self-reliance and advanced capabilities in nuclear technology and clean energy research. Question 85. What is the approximate ethanol content in the E85 fuel launched in June 2026? The correct answer is option C, 80 to 85%. Explanation: E85 fuel contains 80 to 85% ethanol mixed with 14 to 19% petrol. This high ethanol blend is part of India's strategy to reduce reliance on fossil fuels, promote agricultural diversification, and achieve energy security. The Ethanol Blended Petrol (EBP) program was initiated in 2003. Question 86. What is the price per litre for E85 fuel as announced by Minister Hardeep Singh Puri? The correct answer is option B, 20 rupees. Explanation: the government launched E85 fuel at a highly subsidized price of 20 rupee per litre to promote flex fuel vehicles and encourage the adoption of alternative fuels. This initiative aims to reduce pollution and dependence on imported crude oil. Question 87. In which year was India's Ethanol Blended Petrol (EBP) program first launched? The correct answer is option B, 2003. Explanation: the Ethanol Blended Petrol (EBP) program was initiated in 2003 to encourage the use of alternative fuels derived from agricultural waste and sugarcane. The program aims to reduce crude oil imports, enhance energy security, and support the agricultural sector. Question 88. What is Varya, developed by Avatar AI? The correct answer is option B, an indigenous video-generating AI model. Explanation: Varya is India's first indigenous AI model capable of generating videos. Developed by Avatar AI and supported by the India AI mission under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, (MeitY), it marks a significant advancement in India's AI capabilities. Question 89. Which Indian institute developed the ArsonSafe portable water testing device? The correct answer is option C, IIT Bhubaneswar. Explanation: IIT Bhubaneswar developed ArsonSafe to detect arsenic contamination in drinking water. This portable device is crucial for public health, especially in regions prone to arsenic poisoning, by providing a quick and reliable method for water quality assessment. Question 90. What is the atomic number of arsenic, the element detected by the ArsonSafe device? The correct answer is option B, 33. Explanation: arsenic is a chemical element with the atomic number 33. Contamination of this element in water can lead to serious health issues like cancer, skin lesions, and cardiovascular diseases. The ArsonSafe device helps in early detection to prevent such health hazards. Question 91. Who won the Earth Prize 2026 for the plastic stick innovation? The correct answer is option A, a group of Indian teenagers. Explanation: three Indian teenagers, Vivan Chaudhary, Ariana Agrawal, and Avyana Mehta, won the Earth Prize 2026 for their plastic stick innovation, a biodegradable solution to remove microplastics from water. The Earth Prize, formed in 2010, awards $1 lakh for innovative environmental solutions. Question 92. What natural material is used in the plastic stick innovation to remove microplastics? The correct answer is option B, tamarind powder. Explanation. The plastic stick innovation, which won the Earth Prize 2026, uses tamarind, imli, powder to effectively filter and remove microplastics from water. This eco-friendly and biodegradable solution offers a promising approach to tackling plastic pollution. Question 93. What is Ankur, developed by IIT Madras? The correct answer is option B, a 3D brain stem atlas. Explanation. Ankur is the world's most detailed 3D atlas of the human brainstem, developed by the Sudha Gopalakrishnan Brain Center at IIT Madras. This advanced atlas provides unprecedented insights into the complex structure of the brainstem, which consists of the midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. Question 94. Which of the following are the three parts of the brainstem map in the Ankur atlas? The correct answer is option B, midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata. Explanation. The brainstem consists of the midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata, all of which are mapped in 3D by the Ankur atlas developed by IIT Madras. These three parts are crucial for regulating vital functions like breathing, heart rate, and consciousness. Question 95. Which country launched the Solar One space weather monitoring satellite? The correct answer is option C, USA. Explanation. The USA launched Solar One, space weather observation at L1 to Advanced Readiness 1, to monitor solar activity. This satellite is positioned at the Sun-Earth L1 point, similar to India's Aditya L1 mission, to provide stable and continuous monitoring of space weather phenomena. Question 96. At which Lagrange point was the Solar One satellite placed? The correct answer is option A, L1. Explanation. The Solar One satellite is positioned at the Sun-Earth L1 point, where it can provide stable monitoring of space weather. The L1 point is a gravitationally stable location between the Sun and Earth, ideal for observing the Sun without occultation by Earth. Question 97. What is the name of India's first solar mission, also placed at the L1 point? The correct answer is option C, Aditya L1. Explanation. Aditya L1 is India's first dedicated mission to study the Sun, located at the same Sun-Earth L1 point as Solar One. This mission by ISRO aims to provide crucial data on solar corona, solar emissions, solar winds, and space weather. Question 98. According to recent reports, what is the nature of NASA's Artemis 3 mission scheduled for 2027? The correct answer is option B, a lower Earth orbit, LEO, mission. Explanation. According to the source report, Artemis 3 is scheduled as a lower Earth orbit, LEO, mission that will not involve a landing on the Moon. This represents a shift from its initial objectives, focusing instead on testing systems and procedures in LEO with the Orion CM004 spacecraft. Question 99. Which spacecraft will be used for the Artemis 3 mission? The correct answer is option C, Orion CM004. Explanation. NASA will utilize the Orion CM004 spacecraft to carry the 4 crew members of the Artemis 3 mission. The Orion spacecraft is designed for deep space missions and is a critical component of the Artemis program, aiming for human exploration beyond Earth orbit. Question 100. Which company is partnering with Meta to build India's first AI-enabled hyperscale data center? The correct answer is option B, Reliance Industries. Explanation. Reliance Industries and Meta are collaborating to build a 168 megawatts hyperscale data center in Jamnagar, Gujarat. This initiative marks a significant step towards enhancing India's digital infrastructure and supporting advanced AI capabilities. Question 101. What is the name of the WhatsApp-based AI advisory for all seed cultivation? The correct answer is option B, Allseeds Kisan Mitra. Explanation: Allseeds Kisan Mitra is a WhatsApp-based AI advisory developed by ICAR and IIOR, Hyderabad. This AI provides agricultural guidance to oilseed farmers, offering timely information and solutions to improve cultivation practices and yields. Question 102. Samadhan Didi is an AI chatbot integrated with which government system? The correct answer is option B, SPGRAMS. Explanation: Samadhan Didi is an AI voice chatbot integrated with the Centralized Public Grievance Redress and Monitoring System, SPGRAMS. Developed by Darpag in collaboration with Bhashini, it aims to streamline and improve the efficiency of public grievance redressal. Question 103. Which organizations developed the Samadhan Didi AI chatbot? The correct answer is option B, Darpag and Bhashini. Explanation: The Samadhan Didi AI chatbot was developed by the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, Darpag, in collaboration with Bhashini. This initiative leverages AI to enhance public service delivery and grievance resolution through the SPGRAMS platform. Question 104. What is the primary function of the naval ship INS, Sanshodhak? The correct answer is option B, Hydrographic Survey and Maritime Mapping. Explanation: INS Sanshodhak is a survey vessel built by GRSE, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, designed for hydrographic survey and maritime mapping. Its primary role is to collect crucial oceanographic and bathymetric data for safe navigation and defense purposes. Question 105. INS Dunagiri, commissioned in June 2026, belongs to which category? The correct answer is option B, Advanced Stealth Frigate. Explanation: INS Dunagiri is an advanced stealth frigate developed under Project 17A. These frigates incorporate stealth features, advanced weaponry, and sensors, significantly enhancing the Indian Navy's combat capabilities and maritime security. Question 106. Which organization developed the indigenous Rudram-2, Rudra M2, missile? The correct answer is option B, DRDO. Explanation: Rudram-2, Rudra M2, is an indigenous air-to-surface missile developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. This missile is designed to neutralize enemy radar and air defense systems, enhancing India's aerial combat capabilities. Question 107. From which aircraft was the Rudram-2 missile successfully flight tested? The correct answer is option B, Sukhoi 30 MKI. Explanation: The Rudram-2 missile was successfully tested from a Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter jet. This successful flight test demonstrates the missile's integration capabilities with frontline fighter aircraft and its operational readiness for the Indian Air Force. Question 108. Which IIT will establish India's first Centre of Design Excellence in Nuclear Engineering? The correct answer is option B, IIT Hyderabad. Explanation: IIT Hyderabad is setting up India's first Centre of Design Excellence in Nuclear Engineering in collaboration with CPL India and Dassault Systems. This centre aims to foster innovation and expertise in nuclear engineering design, supporting India's nuclear energy program. Question 109. Which organization raised India's FY 2027 GDP growth forecast to 6.6%? The correct answer is option B, World Bank. Explanation: The World Bank revised India's GDP growth forecast for the 2027 financial year to 6.6%. This upward revision reflects confidence in India's economic resilience and growth trajectory, driven by strong domestic demand and government reforms. Question 110. Who has been appointed as the global head of WhatsApp in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Kunal Shah. Explanation: Kunal Shah was appointed as the global head of WhatsApp in June 2026. This is a significant appointment, placing an Indian executive at the helm of one of the world's most widely used messaging platforms, owned by Meta. Question 111. Who was appointed as the Managing Director of OpenAI India? The correct answer is option B, Prabjeet Singh. Explanation: Prabjeet Singh took charge as the managing director for OpenAI's India operations. This appointment signifies OpenAI's commitment to expanding its presence and operations in the Indian market, a key hub for AI talent and development. Question 112. Which bank won the Gold Award at the 2026 Finacle Innovation Awards for its AI platform? The correct answer is option B, Jammu and Kashmir Bank. Explanation: Jammu and Kashmir Bank won gold for its AI-powered analytics platform at the 2026 Finacle Innovation Awards. This recognition highlights the bank's efforts in leveraging artificial intelligence to enhance its services and operational efficiency in the banking sector. Question 113. What is the production capacity of the coal to ammonium nitrate project in Odisha? The correct answer is option B, 2000 tons per day. Explanation: The coal to ammonium nitrate project in Lakhanpur, Odisha, has a capacity to produce 2000 tons of ammonium nitrate per day. This project, executed by Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemical Limited, a joint venture between Coal India and BHEL, is crucial for domestic fertilizer production. Question 114. Which company is executing the coal to ammonium nitrate project? The correct answer is option A, Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemical Limited. Explanation: The coal to ammonium nitrate project is being executed by Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemical Limited. This company is a joint venture between Coal India and BHEL, combining expertise in coal and heavy electrical equipment to drive this strategic project. Question 115. What is the chemical formula of ammonium nitrate? The correct answer is option B, NH4NO3. Explanation: Ammonium nitrate, with the formula NH4NO3, is primarily used in the manufacturing of fertilizers due to its high nitrogen content. It is also used in explosives, making its production and storage subject to strict regulations. Question 116. Ankur, the 3D Atlas, was developed by which center at IIT Madras? The correct answer is option B, Sudha Gopalakrishnan Brain Center. Explanation: The Ankur 3D Brain Stem Atlas was developed by the Sudha Gopalakrishnan Brain Center at IIT Madras using neurochemical characterization. This center is dedicated to advanced research in neuroscience, contributing significantly to understanding the human brain. Question 117. What is the prize money for the Earth Prize, won by Indian teenagers in 2026? The correct answer is option B, $1 lakh. Explanation: The Earth Prize, formed in 2010, awards $1 lakh for innovative environmental solutions. The Indian teenagers who won in 2026 for their plastic stick innovation received this significant prize, encouraging young minds to address global environmental challenges. Question 118. Which ministry supports the Varia indigenous AI model? The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Explanation: The Varia AI model, India's first indigenous video-generating AI, is supported by the India AI mission under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY. This ministerial backing highlights the government's commitment to fostering domestic AI development and innovation. Question 119. Which rocket launched the Solar 1 satellite? The correct answer is option B, Falcon 9 Block 5. Explanation: SpaceX's Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket was used to launch the Solar 1 satellite. The Falcon 9 is a reusable two-stage rocket designed by SpaceX for the reliable and safe transport of people and payloads into Earth orbit and beyond. Question 120. Which mission is intended to land 4 crew members including L. Parmitano and F. Rubio? The correct answer is option B, Artemis 3. Explanation: The Artemis 3 mission, scheduled for 2027, will carry 4 crew members, including A. Brinshik, L. Parmitano, F. Rubio, and A. Douglas. While originally planned for a lunar landing, recent reports indicate it will be a lower Earth orbit, LEO, mission using the Orion CM004 spacecraft. Question 121. Which state became the 36th state UT to implement the PM-PMJ, Ayushman Bharat, scheme in 2026? The correct answer is option B, West Bengal. Explanation: West Bengal implemented the PM-PMJ, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, scheme in 2026, becoming the final state UT to join the National Health Program. This scheme provides 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization, aiming to provide health coverage to vulnerable sections of society. Question 122. What is the annual health cover provided per family under PM-PMJ? The correct answer is option B, 5 lakh rupees. Explanation: The Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, PM-PMJ, scheme provides 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. This cashless and paperless scheme aims to reduce the financial burden of healthcare on millions of eligible families across India. Question 123. In which year was the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, PMSMA, launched? The correct answer is option B, 2016. Explanation: PMSMA, Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, was launched on 9 June 2016 to provide free and quality antenatal care to pregnant women on the 9th of every month. This initiative aims to reduce maternal and infant mortality rates by ensuring comprehensive health checkups. Question 124. How many pregnant women have benefited from PMSMA as of June 2026? The correct answer is option C, 7.5 crore plus. Explanation: In its 10 years of operation since 2016, over 7.5 crore pregnant women have received free care under the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, PMSMA. This significant outreach highlights the scheme's success in improving maternal health outcomes across India. Question 125. Mission Snehjori aims to turn which product into a global luxury brand? The correct answer is option B, Muga Silk. Explanation: Launched by Jyotiraditya Scindia, Mission Snehjori focuses on Assam's Muga Silk, which is the world's only naturally golden silk. The mission aims to promote this unique silk as a global luxury brand, boosting the local economy and preserving traditional craftsmanship. Question 126. What is the total investment range for Mission Snehjori? The correct answer is option B, 396 to 411 rupees crore. Explanation: The government has allocated 396 crore rupees to 411 crore rupees for Mission Snehjori in Assam. This significant investment is aimed at developing and promoting Muga Silk as a global luxury brand, supporting the sericulture sector and local artisans. Question 127. Which ministry launched the Prime Minister Research Chair Scheme 2026? The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Education. Explanation: The Ministry of Education launched the Prime Minister Research Chair Scheme 2026. This scheme aims to attract talented Indian origin researchers and scientists from abroad to contribute to India's research and development ecosystem, fostering innovation and academic excellence. Question 128. Who was reappointed as the Solicitor General of India for a 3-year term in 2026? The correct answer is option B, Tushar Mehta. Explanation: Tushar Mehta has been reappointed as the Solicitor General of India for a 3-year term. The Solicitor General is the second highest law officer in India, assisting the Attorney General in legal matters and representing the Union Government in various courts. Question 129. Which article of the Constitution provides for the Attorney General of India? The correct answer is option B, Article 76. Explanation: Article 76 of the Indian Constitution deals with the appointment and duties of the Attorney General of India. The Attorney General is the highest law officer in the country, appointed by the President, and has the right to speak in all courts in India. Question 130. Who is the current Attorney General of India as of June 2026? The correct answer is option B, R. Venkatramani. Explanation: R. Venkatramani serves as the Attorney General of India, appointed by the President of India. As the highest law officer, he advises the Government of India on legal matters and performs other duties of a legal character assigned to him by the President. Question 131. Who took charge as the 27th Chief of the Naval Staff? The correct answer is option B, Admiral Krishna Swaminathan. Explanation: Admiral Krishna Swaminathan assumed charge as the 27th Chief of the Naval Staff of India. This appointment is a key leadership role in the Indian Armed Forces, responsible for the operational command and administration of the Indian Navy. Question 132. Who was appointed as the chairperson of CBSE in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Lokhande Prashant Sitaram. Explanation: Lokhande Prashant Sitaram is the new chairperson of the Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE. This role is crucial for overseeing the academic policies, examinations, and administration of one of India's largest educational boards. Question 133. Who is the new director of the Intelligence Bureau, IB? The correct answer is option B, Mahesh Dikshit. Explanation: Mahesh Dikshit was appointed as the director of India's Domestic Intelligence Agency, the Intelligence Bureau, IB. This is a critical national security role, responsible for gathering intelligence and counterintelligence operations within the country. Question 134. Which date is observed as Samvidhan Hatya Divas, Constitution Murder Day? The correct answer is option C, 25th June. Explanation: 25th June is observed as Samvidhan Hatya Divas to commemorate the day in 1975 when the national emergency was declared in India. This period is often remembered as a dark chapter in Indian democracy, marked by suspension of fundamental rights and press censorship. Question 135. Under which article are Supreme Court judges appointed? The correct answer is option B, Article 124(2). Explanation: Judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President under Article 124(2) of the Constitution. Recently, 5 new judges were appointed, reinforcing the strength and functioning of India's highest judicial body. Question 136. Who was appointed as the Chief Justice of the Patna High Court in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Meenakshi Madan Rai. Explanation: Meenakshi Madan Rai was appointed as the Chief Justice of the Patna High Court. This appointment is a significant judicial posting, responsible for leading the judiciary in the state of Bihar and ensuring justice delivery. Question 137. Which part of the Constitution deals with High Courts, Articles 214 to 231? The correct answer is option C, Part 6. Explanation: Part 6 of the Indian Constitution contains provisions regarding the procedures, powers, and jurisdiction of state high courts, Articles 214 to 231. High courts are the highest judicial bodies in states, exercising original and appellate jurisdiction. Question 138. What is the retirement age for a High Court judge in India? The correct answer is option B, 62 years. Explanation: High Court judges in India serve until they reach the age of 62 years. In contrast, Supreme Court judges retire at 65 years. This age limit is enshrined in the Constitution to ensure judicial independence and efficiency. Question 139. Which article defines the duties of the Chief Minister toward the Governor? The correct answer is option C, Article 167. Explanation: Article 167 defines the Chief Minister's duty to provide information to the Governor regarding administrative decisions and legislative proposals of the state. This article establishes a crucial link between the executive head of the state government and the constitutional head. Question 140. Who became the 18th Chief Minister of Karnataka in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, D.K. Shivkumar. Explanation: D.K. Shivkumar of the INC took the oath as the 18th Chief Minister of Karnataka. The Chief Minister is the head of the state government, responsible for its administration and policy implementation, appointed by the Governor under Article 164. Question 141. Who is the chairman of Niti Aayog? The correct answer is option B, Narendra Modi. Explanation: the Prime Minister of India serves as the ex officio chairman of Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India, is a policy think tank of the Government of India, providing strategic and technical advice to the central and state governments. Question 142. What was the theme of the 11th Gunning Council meeting of Niti Aayog? The correct answer is option B, Inclusive Human Development for Viksit Bharat 2047. Explanation: the 11th Gunning Council meeting of Niti Aayog, chaired by PM Modi, focused on inclusive human development for Viksit Bharat 2047. This theme emphasizes the importance of human capital development and social welfare in achieving India's vision of a developed nation by 2047. Question 143. Which initiative won the Gold Award at the National E-Governance Awards 2026? The correct answer is option B, Panchayat Advancement Index, PAI. Explanation: the Panchayat Advancement Index, PAI, a flagship initiative of the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, won the Gold Award at the National E-Governance Awards 2026. PAI assesses the performance of Panchayati Raj institutions, promoting transparency and efficiency in local governance. Question 144. In which city was the 29th National Conference on E-Governance 2026 held? The correct answer is option B, Jaipur. Explanation: the 29th National Conference on E-Governance 2026 was held in Jaipur, Rajasthan, with a focus on AI-enabled data-driven governance. These conferences are crucial platforms for discussing advancements in e-governance and promoting digital transformation in public services. Question 145. Who is the current CEO of Niti Aayog according to the June 2026 update? The correct answer is option B, Nidhi Chibbar. Explanation: Nidhi Chibbar serves as the CEO of Niti Aayog as of June 2026, while Ashok Kumar Lahiri is the vice chairman. The CEO is responsible for the day-to-day administration and implementation of Niti Aayog's policies and programs. Question 146. Which state has the highest number of Ramsar sites in India as of June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Tamil Nadu. Explanation: Tamil Nadu leads with 20 Ramsar sites, making it the state with the highest number of such wetlands in India. Uttar Pradesh is second with 13 sites. Ramsar sites are wetlands of international importance designated under the Ramsar Convention, an intergovernmental environmental treaty established in 1971. Question 147. Who has been appointed as India's next executive director at the World Bank? The correct answer is option B, Neelkant Mishra. Explanation: Neelkant Mishra was appointed to the post of Executive Director for India at the World Bank. This role involves representing India's interests and contributing to the World Bank's governance and decision-making processes on global development issues. Question 148. Which state assembly became the 33rd legislature to join the National E-Vidhan application, NEVI? The correct answer is option A, West Bengal. Explanation: West Bengal joined the National E-Vidhan application, NEVI, initiative to make its legislative processes digital and paperless. NEVI is a mission mode project that aims to convert all state legislatures into digital houses, promoting efficiency and transparency. Question 149. Who is the chairperson of the National Statistical Commission, NSC? The correct answer is option A, Dr. Sahaba Chattopadhyay. Explanation: Dr. Sahaba Chattopadhyay was appointed as the chairperson of the National Statistical Commission, NSC. The NSC is an autonomous body responsible for improving the quality and credibility of official statistics in India, ensuring data accuracy and reliability. Question 150. Who is the chairman of HDFC Bank as of June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Rajiv Kumar. Explanation: Former Chief Election Commissioner, CEC, Rajiv Kumar has been appointed as the chairman of HDFC Bank. This appointment brings his extensive experience in public administration and governance to one of India's leading private sector banks. Question 151. Which ministry launched the VT Marut Supply Chain Management Portal for wind turbines? The correct answer is option B, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Explanation: the VT Marut Supply Chain Management Portal for wind turbines was launched by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, MNRE. This portal aims to track materials and resources for the wind turbine supply chain, ensuring efficiency and promoting domestic manufacturing in the renewable energy sector. Question 152. Mukhyamantri Shikshak Cashless Chikitsa Yojana was launched by which state? The correct answer is option A, Uttar Pradesh. Explanation: the Uttar Pradesh government launched the Mukhyamantri Shikshak Cashless Chikitsa Yojana to provide 5 lakh rupees cashless medical treatment per year for teachers. This scheme aims to ensure access to quality health care for educators and their families in the state. Question 153. Who released the book titled Sanskriti Ratna Bhandar Bhavyar Iti Brito? The correct answer is option B, C.P. Radhakrishnan. Explanation: the book titled Sanskriti Ratna Bhandar Bhavyar Iti Brito was released by Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan. Such book releases highlight the importance of literature and cultural heritage in India, often reflecting regional history and traditions. Question 154. Under Article 163, who is the head of the State Council of Ministers? The correct answer is option B, Chief Minister. Explanation: under Article 163 of the Constitution, the Chief Minister heads the Council of Ministers, which aids and advises the Governor in the exercise of his functions. The Chief Minister is the real executive authority in a state, while the Governor is the nominal head. Question 155. Which state launched the Go East initiative for industrial growth? The correct answer is option B, Odisha. Explanation: Odisha CM Mohan Charan Majhi launched the Go East initiative to accelerate industrial investment in the state. This policy aims to attract businesses and foster economic development, particularly in the eastern regions of Odisha, leveraging its natural resources and strategic location. Question 156. Who was reappointed as the Vice Chief of the Indian Air Force? The correct answer is option B, Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit. Explanation: Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit was reappointed as the Vice Chief of Air Staff of the Indian Air Force. This is a crucial leadership position, assisting the Chief of Air Staff in the command, control, and administration of the Air Force. Question 157. Which article states that the Chief Minister shall be appointed by the Governor? The correct answer is option B, Article 164. Explanation: Article 164 of the Constitution contains provisions for the appointment of the Chief Minister and other ministers by the Governor. The Chief Minister is the head of the state government and is appointed by the Governor, who also appoints other ministers on the CM's advice. Question 158. Who is the president of the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan in 2026? The correct answer is option B, Banwari Lal Purohit. Explanation: Banwari Lal Purohit was elected as the president of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is an Indian educational trust, founded in 1938 by K. M. Munshi, dedicated to promoting Indian culture and education. Question 159. Which IS officer was appointed as the new secretary of CBSE? The correct answer is option B, Varun Bharadwaj. Explanation: Varun Bharadwaj, an IS officer, was appointed as the new secretary of the CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. The secretary plays a vital administrative role in the functioning of the board, supporting the chairperson in policy implementation and operations. Question 160. PM Narendra Modi surpassed whose record of 4,398 consecutive days in office in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Jawaharlal Nehru. Explanation: PM Narendra Modi reached 4,399 consecutive days in office in June 2026, surpassing the previous record of 4,398 days held by Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister. This milestone marks him as the longest-serving Prime Minister in India's history in terms of consecutive days. Question 161. Which country hosted the 52nd G7 summit in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, France. Explanation: France hosted the 52nd G7 summit in June 2026 in the city of Evian, presided over by President Emmanuel Macron. The G7, Group of Seven, is an intergovernmental political forum consisting of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Question 162. What was the theme of the 52nd G7 summit? The correct answer is option B, forging new partnership and rebuilding international solidarity. Explanation: the theme of the 52nd G7 summit was forging new partnership and rebuilding international solidarity. The summit focused on strengthening global cooperation, addressing pressing international challenges, and fostering collective action among leading industrial nations. Question 163. Who attended the 52nd G7 summit as the chief guest from India? The correct answer is option B, Narendra Modi. Explanation: PM Narendra Modi attended the 52nd G7 summit as a guest at the invitation of the French president. India's participation in such high-level international forums underscores its growing global influence and its role in addressing global issues. Question 164. Which country will host the 53rd G7 summit in 2027? The correct answer is option B, USA. Explanation: the United States will take over the G7 presidency and host the 53rd G7 summit in 2027. The presidency rotates annually among the member countries, each setting the agenda and hosting the summit. Question 165. Where was the 11th BRICS Energy Ministers Meeting 2026 held? The correct answer is option B, Gurugram. Explanation: India hosted the 11th BRICS Energy Ministers Meeting 2026 in Gurugram. The Agriculture Ministers Meeting was held in Indore. These meetings facilitate cooperation among BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, on critical sectors like energy and agriculture. Question 166. What was the theme of the BRICS Energy Ministers Meeting 2026? The correct answer is option A, Energy for All, Sarv Shah Ujam. Explanation: India adopted the theme Energy for All, Sarv Shah Ujam for the BRICS Energy Ministers Meeting 2026 in Gurugram. This theme emphasizes the commitment of BRICS nations to ensure universal access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy. Question 167. Where was the 114th International Labour Conference 2026 held? The correct answer is option B, Geneva. Explanation: the 114th session of the ILO's International Labour Conference 2026 was held in Geneva, Switzerland. The International Labour Organization, ILO, is a United Nations agency whose mandate is to advance social and economic justice through setting international labour standards. Question 168. Which country became the 10th member of the New Development Bank, NDB, in 2026? The correct answer is option B, Uzbekistan. Explanation: Uzbekistan is the 10th member and the first Central Asian nation to join the New Development Bank, NDB, also known as the BRICS Bank. The NDB, headquartered in Shanghai, China, aims to mobilize resources for infrastructure and sustainable development projects in BRICS and other emerging economies. Question 169. Where is the headquarters of the New Development Bank, NDB, located? The correct answer is option B, Shanghai. Explanation: the New Development Bank, NDB, is headquartered in Shanghai, China. Its current president is Dilma Rousseff. The NDB was established by the BRICS states to fund infrastructure and sustainable development projects in emerging markets and developing countries. Question 170. Who is the first Indian to be appointed as the Vice President of the Financial Action Task Force, FATF? The correct answer is option B, Vivek Agrawal. Explanation: Vivek Agrawal was appointed as the first Indian Vice President of the Paris-based Financial Action Task Force, FATF. FATF is an intergovernmental organization that sets international standards to prevent money laundering and terrorist financing. Question 171. Which country was elected to the UN Security Council for the first time for the 2027-28 term? The correct answer is option B, Kyrgyzstan. Explanation: Kyrgyzstan was elected as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for the first time for the 2027-28 term. Other countries elected include Austria, Portugal, Trinidad and Tobago, and Zimbabwe. The UN Security Council has 15 members, with 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent members elected for 2-year terms. Question 172. Which site became India's 100th Ramsar site in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Jayaprakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary. Explanation: Jayaprakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary, also known as Surhatal, in Balia, Uttar Pradesh, became India's 100th Ramsar site. This natural oxbow lake is recognized for its ecological importance as a wetland under the Ramsar Convention. Question 173. What type of lake is the Jayaprakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary? The correct answer is option B, Natural Oxbow Lake. Explanation: The Jayaprakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary is a natural oxbow lake located on the Ganga River basin. Oxbow lakes are crescent-shaped lakes formed when a meander of a river is cut off from the main channel, often creating rich wetland ecosystems. Question 174. Who won the 2026 Whitley Award, Green Oscar, for protecting the Indian skimmer bird? The correct answer is option B, Parveen Sheikh. Explanation: Parveen Sheikh was awarded the Whitley Award 2026, often called the Green Oscar, for her efforts to conserve the Indian skimmer. This prestigious award recognizes grassroots conservation leaders working to protect endangered species and habitats. Question 175. Barkha Subba won the Whitley Award 2026 for protecting which species? The correct answer is option B, Himalayan salamander. Explanation: Barkha Subba was recognized for her conservation work regarding the Himalayan salamander, winning the Whitley Award 2026. This award highlights the importance of protecting lesser-known but ecologically vital species in biodiversity hotspots like the Himalayas. Question 176. Which country hosted the World Environment Day 2026 event? The correct answer is option B, Azerbaijan. Explanation: World Environment Day, 5th June, 2026 was hosted by Azerbaijan. The host country plays a significant role in organizing global celebrations and raising awareness about environmental issues, aligning with the year's theme. Question 177. What was the theme for World Environment Day 2026? The correct answer is option B, Inspired by Nature for Climate for Our Future. Explanation: The theme for World Environment Day 2026 was Inspired by Nature for Climate for Our Future. This theme emphasizes nature-based solutions to tackle global climate issues, promoting the idea that protecting and restoring ecosystems is crucial for a sustainable future. Question 178. Who was elected as the President of the 81st session of the UN General Assembly, UNGA? The correct answer is option B, Khalil-ur-Rahman. Explanation: Khalil-ur-Rahman from Bangladesh was elected as the President for the 81st UNGA session. The President of the UN General Assembly presides over the sessions of the General Assembly, which is the main deliberative, policymaking, and representative organ of the United Nations. Question 179. Which country partnered with India to launch cross-border UPI payments through Akleda Bank? The correct answer is option B, Cambodia. Explanation: Cambodia became the 9th country to accept UPI after NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, partnered with Acleda Bank. This collaboration facilitates seamless cross-border digital payments, strengthening economic ties and promoting financial inclusion between the two nations. Question 180. Which country received India's first sea shipment of botanical-infused millet ready-to-cook foods? The correct answer is option B, New Zealand. Explanation: APIDA, Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, facilitated the first sea shipment of botanical-infused millet ready-to-cook foods from Karnataka to New Zealand. This initiative promotes Indian agricultural products and millets on the international stage, aligning with the International Year of Millets. Question 181. India launched Operation Amistad to provide humanitarian aid to which country? The correct answer is option B, Venezuela. Explanation: India launched Operation Amistad. Amistad means friendship, to provide earthquake aid, including a Bhishma Q portable hospital, to Venezuela. This humanitarian mission underscores India's commitment to global solidarity and disaster relief efforts. Question 182. Which multinational peacekeeping exercise was hosted by Mongolia in 2026? The correct answer is option A, Exercise Conquest. Explanation: Exercise Conquest is an annual multinational peacekeeping exercise hosted by Mongolia. This exercise involves military personnel from various countries, including India, focusing on enhancing interoperability and capabilities in peacekeeping operations under the UN mandate. Question 183. With which country did India sign an agreement to supply BrahMos missiles in June 2026? The correct answer is option B, Vietnam. Explanation: After the Philippines, Vietnam signed an agreement to receive India's supersonic cruise missile, BrahMos. This deal signifies India's growing role as a defense exporter and strengthens strategic partnerships in the Indo-Pacific region, enhancing regional security. Question 184. According to the SIPRI Yearbook 2026, how many nuclear warheads does India possess? The correct answer is option B, 190. Explanation: According to the SIPRI Yearbook 2026, India's nuclear arsenal reached 190 nuclear warheads. In comparison, Pakistan has 170, and China leads the region with 620. The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, is an independent international institute that researches conflict and armaments. Question 185. India launched a Critical Minerals Global Supply Chain Observatory with which country? The correct answer is option B, United Kingdom. Explanation: India launched a Critical Minerals Global Supply Chain Observatory with the United Kingdom. This collaboration aims to secure supply chains for essential minerals like lithium and cobalt, which are crucial for green technologies and strategic industries, reducing dependence on single sources. Question 186. Where is India's 7th Regional Meteorological Centre located? The correct answer is option B, Jammu. Explanation: India's 7th Regional Meteorological Centre was inaugurated in Jammu. It will provide specialized weather services for Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and Himachal Pradesh. These centers are vital for accurate weather forecasting, disaster preparedness, and supporting various sectors like agriculture and tourism. Question 187. Which organization releases the SIPRI Yearbook? The correct answer is option B, Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Explanation: The SIPRI Yearbook is released by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI. SIPRI is an independent international institute based in Sweden that conducts research on conflict, armaments, arms control, and disarmament, providing data and analysis to policymakers and the public. Question 188. World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought is observed on which date? The correct answer is option B, 17th June. Explanation: World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought is observed annually on 17th June. The 2026 theme was Rangelands, Recognize, Respect and Restore. This day raises awareness about the global efforts needed to combat desertification and the impacts of drought. Question 189. Who received Slovakia's highest national award, the Order of the White Double Cross? The correct answer is option B, Narendra Modi. Explanation: PM Narendra Modi was honored with Slovakia's highest national award, the Order of the White Double Cross, during his visit to Slovakia in June 2026. This prestigious award recognizes his contributions to strengthening bilateral relations and global leadership. Question 190. Which country has set 15 as the minimum age for social media use with AI verification? The correct answer is option B, UAE. Explanation: the UAE introduced this regulation to ensure a safer digital space for children, setting 15 as the minimum age for social media use with AI verification. This proactive measure aims to protect young users from online risks and promote responsible digital citizenship. Question 191. Khurasani Imli, which recently received a GI tag, belongs to which state? The correct answer is option B, Madhya Pradesh. Explanation: Khurasani Imli, also known as the baobab fruit, which recently received a GI tag, is native to the Mandu region of Madhya Pradesh. A geographical indication, GI, tag is a sign used on products that have a specific geographical origin and possess qualities or a reputation due to that origin. Question 192. Tripura Sarinda, which received a GI tag, belongs to which category? The correct answer is option B, musical instrument. Explanation: the Sarinda is a traditional stringed musical instrument from Tripura, which recently received a GI tag. This recognition helps preserve its unique cultural heritage and promotes the artisans involved in its creation. Question 193. Bihu Pepa is a musical instrument made from which material? The correct answer is option B, buffalo horn. Explanation: Bihu Pepa is a traditional musical instrument from Assam made from the horn of a buffalo. It is an integral part of Bihu celebrations, the most important festival in Assam, and its unique sound is characteristic of Assamese folk music. Question 194. Bhagya silk received a GI tag for which Indian state? The correct answer is option B, Jharkhand. Explanation: Bhagya silk, along with Kuchai silk and Munda jewelry from Jharkhand, recently received GI tags. This recognition highlights the unique craftsmanship and traditional textile heritage of Jharkhand, promoting its indigenous products. Question 195. India's first offshore airport will be built at which location? The correct answer is option B, Kori Beach, Maharashtra. Explanation: India's first offshore airport will be built at Kori Beach in the Palghar district, Maharashtra. The airport will be constructed either in the sea or on an artificial island, representing a significant engineering and infrastructure development for the country. Question 196. Which state launched the first barrier-free tolling system on NH48? The correct answer is option B, Rajasthan. Explanation: the first barrier-free tolling system on NH48 was launched by Rajasthan at the Daulatpura toll plaza. This system uses ANPR, automatic number plate recognition, cameras to collect fees without stopping vehicles, enhancing efficiency and reducing traffic congestion on national highways. Question 197. Where is the Raja Parba festival primarily celebrated? The correct answer is option B, Odisha. Explanation: Raja Parba is a 3-day agricultural and harvest festival primarily celebrated in Odisha. It is dedicated to Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi, and womanhood, symbolizing fertility and the onset of the monsoon season, with unique rituals and traditions. Question 198. The Hemis festival is celebrated in which union territory? The correct answer is option B, Ladakh. Explanation: the Hemis festival is a famous Buddhist festival held annually at the Hemis monastery near Leh in Ladakh. It commemorates the birth anniversary of Guru Padmasambhava and features vibrant masked dances, chum dance, and traditional music, attracting tourists and devotees alike. Question 199. Where is the Ambabati Mela celebrated annually? The correct answer is option B, Assam. Explanation. The Ambabati Mela is celebrated annually at the Kamakhya temple in Guwahati, Assam. It is an important annual Hindu Mela, fair, that celebrates the annual menstruation of the goddess Kamakhya, symbolizing the fertility of Mother Earth. Question 200. Thaimanan Thanga Mothiram Thittam, gold ring scheme for newborns, was launched by which entity? The correct answer is option B, TVK Party, Thalpathy Vijay. Explanation. The Thaimanan Thanga Mothiram Thittam, gold ring scheme for newborns, which provides gold rings to newborns, was launched by actor-politician Vijay's TVK Party in Tamil Nadu. This initiative is part of the party's welfare programs, aiming to provide support to new mothers and their infants.